All right, so we've got three types of primitive variables that we're going to need to know for this class: integers, doubles, and booleans. And here's three lines of code. Int age equals 57. When you create a variable, you have to say what kind of variable it's going to be. So if you're going to create an integer, remember integers are positive and negative whole numbers plus 0. So this line, int age equals 57, that makes an integer, a variable of type integer, and it puts 57 in it. In the same way, double, if you want to make a variable that has a decimal number in it, that's a double. That's called a double. And I think they call it a double because it takes twice as much space in memory to store that variable. I'm not sure. But just double means a decimal number. Although, you could say double temp equals 98, but it would store 98.0 in there. It's going to add a decimal. Even if you don't, it's going to add a 0.0 at the end. And then a Boolean is an interesting kind of variable. You may not have heard of this before, but it contains either the value true or the value false. So these are the three primitive variable types that we'll use in this class. And primitive in this case means basic or simple, not as compared to more complicated or powerful data types. So next, I'm showing you how you can print variables. So far, we were just printing text. But here's a print call, age, colon. So there's a piece of text here inside quotes. And then I do a plus and then use my age variable and then another plus, and then I keep going. This code would print out this. It would look like this. If you want to put two or more pieces of data together, you have to join them with plus signs is the bottom line. So see, here's a piece of text, age, colon, space, and then I do plus, and then my variable plus, and then I do another piece of text. And the same thing down here, I do the temperature and the health variable. These were the variables I defined right here, age, temp, and health. So when you use a print call and do plus signs between different things, that's called concatenation, which just means connecting things together. It's not a big deal. I learned about concatenation today. Use that with your friends. Okay, don't. Okay, I don't want you to have to defend your nerdiness to your friends. So print calls can only have one item in them. So this print call will not work. And let's look at what's wrong. This line has 5 problems. It has age, comma, and then X, and then another thing, and a semicolon. I mean, I was like, how many ways can I make this bad? Let's look at all the things that are wrong. You can't put commas between things. So many of you took my Python class last year, and when in that class you print things and put commas between them, and that works great. But in Java, you have to put plus signs between things, not commas. So this would have to be a plus. This would have to be a plus. You can't have a semicolon in the middle of a line. That would be bad. I mean, it would end the line, and then it wouldn't work. So these two have to be pluses also. And you can't do a minus sign between things unless they're integers or doubles, unless they're numbers, and then you can use a minus sign, but usually you would put parentheses around the two things you're trying to subtract. You can't say have a good day minus day and have it print have a good. You can't do it with text. But otherwise, the plus sign in a print call concatenates all different types. It can take pieces of text, Boolean, integer, double, and just put them all together. So here's another simple example. I made a variable called chicken count, and I put 6 into it. And I have average daily eggs is 1.8. Not all my chickens are laying eggs. And Boolean, it is Monday equals true. And then here's a print call that prints that. I have chicken count chickens, which give me about average daily eggs per day on average. Is today Monday? Answer true. Yes. No, no, no. I think I did it on 3 lines because if I didn't, this would have wrapped around and it would look really weird. Just, you could do it all in one print call. Yeah. You can have as many variables as you need to, just with plus signs between them and pieces of text. Final note, if you look at this, I have chicken count chickens. It's going to say I have 6 chickens like this, all jammed together. So you have to put spaces. If you want spaces between things, you have to put spaces between things. So here's the corrected code. You put a space here and a space there, and then it would print I have 6 chickens, with spaces, so it would look better. Again, I mentioned that mostly because in Python, if you learn that, you put a comma between things in Python, it automatically puts spaces in, and this doesn't. There's no automatic spaces. So, okay. So I'm just having you do some more printing practice things today. That's it for the